Hi, I'm Maya, and this is the channel Bookworm Dreams. Welcome to my first reading vlog for the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. In a previous video, I explained the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. I went through the rules and through the prompts. In this video, I will be focusing on the prompt, your favorite HRCYED 1 prompt. So in this prompt, you had to pick a prompt from the first version of the first year of this challenge. And I picked the prompt, read a 500 plus page book in one day. Since I will be spending a lot of time in the hospital tomorrow, around 8-ish hours, I think this will be a wonderful opportunity for me to try to complete this prompt. For this challenge, I picked the book The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is book 1 in the Crowns of something, Nyaxia duology. Actually, it is it turns out there are 2 duologies in this series, so I'm going to be focusing on the first duology because I'm using the first duology for the Staircase series prompt of this challenge. So I'll be focusing on that book. It has 504 pages, and I will be immerse reading, which means I will be listening to the audiobook, which is, I think, 14 hours long. But on double speed, it's around 7, and I will be reading the ebook version of the book. So that is how I will tackle this challenge. Will I be successful? I have no idea. We'll see. As I said, lots of time spent in one place tomorrow, which will give me the space and peace to read. But yeah, I will try to update you throughout the day, but that might not be possible. Wish me luck. I should tell you what the book is about, though, right? So, I don't know much. I know it's romantasy. I'm reading from the Goodreads summary. Human or vampire, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always guard your heart. Okay, so the adopted human daughter of the Nightborn vampire king, Oriah, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kijari, let's say Kijari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. Okay, that sounds cool. But winning won't be easy amongst the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampire houses. To survive, Oriah is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about... Okay, Rain. It's like rain, but has an H in it. Rain. Okay, everything about Rain is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. Yet, what terrifies Oriah most of all, is that she finds herself only drawn to him. Okay, so he's the love interest. But there is no room for compassion in the Kijari. War of the House of Night brews, shattering everything that Oriah thought she knew about her home, but Rain may understand her more than anyone. But her blossoming attraction could be her downfall in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love. Okay, cool. All right, I know Christina read this one, and she really liked it, but she likes books with competitions in it, so I think that was like her favorite thing about the book. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with it. I can't DNF, that's the thing with this with the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, HRCYED. You can't DNF shit, so I have to get through it one way or another. So yeah, we shall be trying this one. Wish me luck. I'm back from the hospital. I don't know what time it is. It's around 6 p.m. I am currently at 62% of the book. I have over 2 hours of reading and listening to the audiobook. I'm on 2.4 speed right now. So I have time to finish this book today, and I think I will be successful in doing so, but let's talk about that when I'm done. So this book it's good. I thought it would be great. What have I learned about the story so far? Oriah is a human in a vampire world. She was adopted by this vampire king guy, and he calls her Little Serpent because she basically bit him the first time they met when she was 5 years old, and he and his men found her in her ruined house. And he has been raising her, it's stupid to say vampire way, but, she doesn't really consider herself human, and she doesn't really communicate or interact with the humans that live in her kingdom /town / whatever. So she is participating in this giant competition thing where members of various vampire houses compete, and the winner gets like a wish from their goddess. Nyaxia, whatever her name is. Basically, she's the goddess who created the vampires, and you get a wish from her. And basically, her wish is to be turned into a vampire so she can become something to her father king, vampire king guy, whose name is Vincent. Such a, there's like, like her name is Oriah, the dude's name is Rain. Then we had, it's not Marsha, it's like Misha, something, I don't know, and then Vincent. There's Jasmine also, but whatever, Vincent, King Vincent. Basically, yeah, she wants to be turned into a vampire so she can help her father rule, whatever. And as we go through the competition, there is some trouble in the vampire kingdom with rebels and such, which manufactured, I believe. And I think in the second book, we'll find out that there's like a conspiracy about the whole thing, and that the King Vincent wants to just rule everybody and everything. When it comes to the love story, because this is marketed as a romantasy, which would be true. The whole story is a bit predictable. So, they meet, they have banter, they are sort of enemies because she needs allies in this competition when she gets to like halfway point, because you need partners to fight through a maze of monsters and whatnot. And then after that, you basically have to kill your allies and everybody else to win. And throughout like her becoming allies with Rain and his friend, God, it's probably Misha, something, I don't know. Basically, she discovers more about herself and her abilities. She has a little bit of magic, but then she discovers she has more magic. And then there is a point of, oh my God, this dude's gonna die. So she discovers a giant well of magic and a giant spell. And everybody's now very impressed with her because she can totally kick ass. And the love story, this is where the love story comes in hand, because, the love interest was tortured by her father and his general commander chick when the rebels bombed the place where all the competitors lived. So it's like, okay, whatever. I mean, I am enjoying myself, but it's more of a, oh, this is fun. Not, oh my God, this is so good. I'm so invested. I'm honestly, I think this depends on the ending. Like, I'm going to have to read the second book, because I picked this book to fulfill the series staircase prompt for the duology part. So I'm going to have to read the second book. But, it's fine. It's a 3-star read right now, We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the end. I mean, I still have 40% of the book to go through, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, the world building is interesting. The whole creation, the whole vampire court thing is interesting, and the way, you can have humans become vampires and how they fit or don't fit in the court. They don't. They're basically like, not members of anything. They're just made and left to survive or whatnot, unless their maker has like a specific purpose for them, like, which would be the case with Vincent and Oriah if she wins. So what would be my prediction? My prediction would be that Oriah will win, but she won't kill Rain. I think her wish to become a vampire, that will change, and she will wish for either to save Rain, resurrect him or whatnot, if she has to kill him to win, or something to help him and the rebels, or help the humans in the kingdom. That's what I think. And this giant fight with her vampire father will ensue, and that will be the main plot of the second book. So that's my prediction. So we'll see if I was right. 2 more hours. I can do this. Okay, I just wanted to show the time. So it's 9:55 at night, and I finished the book. I have fulfilled the challenge. I read a 500 plus page book in one day, but I'm tired. So I'm going to talk about the ending and my thoughts tomorrow morning. Apologies if you can hear outside noises. It's hot, so the windows are open to create a draft. I was wrong. I was sort of right about how the competition ended, but I was not prepared for the consequences of Oriah's everybody says her name differently, actions and decisions, because they were swift and, do I want to say cataclysmic? Cataclysmic for her. Let's just put it that way. And I don't want to spoil the whole ending, but it makes me very interested to read the sequel, to see how this story resolves. Because, you know, since it's a romantasy, I mean, I guess assumption I have that the main couple is the end couple goals. And considering what's happened, I'm not entirely sure how they can figure it out and stay together at the end. I mean, they both love each other in their own way. They both love each other in their own ways. But things were done. Things were done that are pretty unforgivable. But I'm still giving this book 3 stars because the interesting ending does not negate doesn't really cancel out my feelings from the beginning of the book, where, you know, I mean, I know it's like world building and you're setting up everything, but you know, the predictability of our characters' actions and such, you know, leaves it at 3 stars. We'll see how the sequel, the second book in the duology fares, but yeah, 3 stars. One thing I was happy about was that Aurea finally figured out that Vincent's not really... I mean, she knew that he was ruthless and a warlord and like a leader, king, whatever, but she finally figured out that he doesn't view humans as equal to vampires, because, you know, they use it. I mean, vampires use humans as livestock, basically, and she finally... her eyes were finally opened to that, and how he really doesn't give a shit for anyone but technically her. But then we sort of find out something why he cares only about her, even though she's human. But whatever. Yeah, I was glad when she finally figured out that Vincent's not, you know, end all of everything. I think that the second book should be an interesting read. If you want to read this book for the HRCYED challenge, these are the prompts that it would fit for by the hundreds. Serious Staircase, that's what I'm using it for. Duology. It could fit for the last 10 years prompt. It was published in 2022. And you can use it for the Spooky Creature challenge for both magical user and vampire. Hope that helps. So yeah, that's it for this reading vlog. If you read this book and you want to share your thoughts, please do so down below in the comments. If you want to support the channel, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!